and we've remained friends, which
And finally, we request Mr. Mahesh Shetty, Chief Operating Officer, Entertainment Network India Limited, to please join us on stage.
I now request Mr. Thakur to say a few words.
Started with Classmate Ideas for India Challenge, which was another particular episode which was dealing with uniqueness of a child. Most of them with us on showing how different students, because we were wanted to get the parents to nurture this particular uniqueness and get out of rote learning, which was standard for any education, as we found when we were going around the schools. Uniqueness, and they can nurture on. And we started calling it, because each child is different, so that's the reason we said, we started with the brand thought of you are one of a kind. This year, it has expanded much beyond what we have done last year. We started certain new models on web, so, because today's generation is on mobile. Yes, I've got 2 daughters, and both of them, most of the time, we get worried because they are on mobile. So we thought, let's develop something on mobile. And we started with the web based on this particular spell bee. And we want to expand uniqueness of each and every individual child which this country has. And we will go on aligning us with different properties to develop these skills or these strengths of the child. We are on the 8th, and I'm very sure we are looking at continuing for some more time on this, because this is still very nascent, because some of you must be seeing in US how the spell bee is getting encouraged. Yes, we want to continue it and encourage it much farther than what we have done this year. Well, thank you very much.
On behalf of the entire team of Spellbee, I would like to thank Classmate for having extended their support to this initiative and for helping us students have an enriching experience this year. Our next speaker is known to everyone and needs no introduction. Actor and also the show host on Classmate's Spellbee Season 8. She has perhaps the smartest and most well-educated mind in the film industry. And I'm sure we all love her too. She's Miss Soha Ali Khan.
Thank you very much, Esther. Everyone says I need no introduction, and then they introduce me. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and anyone who doesn't fit into that category. I have to start off by saying congratulations to the champion of Spellbee Season 8, Ananya. Very well done. It is a huge accomplishment, and I was there. I know that it's very difficult at that time on television when everyone is watching you to hold your nerve, and those words were very difficult. In my average day, I don't use any of these words, the words that I've pronounced over the past few days, certainly not in my chosen profession. I have to also, of course, mention the other finalists, a special mention to Samyukta. You came so close to winning. You could have won. And what I loved about what you said on the episode was that the important thing was that you surpassed your previous performance. And I think that's what it's all about, to be the best that you can be, to set goals for yourself, and to keep improving. And you certainly did that, and in my mind and in everyone's mind, you are absolutely a winner. So congratulations to you as well. I also have to mention our other two finalists, Rakshit. I thought perhaps this time there would be a boy who would win Spell B. It wasn't to be, but you did very well, and everyone will always remember your semi-final and how you came back from 10 points in round 1 to conquer round 2 and make it through to the grand finale. You held your nerve, and again, as I said, in a competition like this, you require nerves of steel, and you proved that you have that. So well done to you, Rakshit. And of course, Anushka, you came back. And what I loved about your performance was that you had grace under pressure. And that's another thing that this competition tests. And I think you laughed hard at all of my jokes. So thank you for that. And I know that you like jokes with puns in them. So I have a joke for you. Let me see if I can remember it. Do you know the one about the man who had his whole left side cut off? No? I hear he's all right now. You see, all right, okay, ha. Thanks. Just before I started hosting this, and it is my 4th year now that I've been hosting Spell B, it's been wonderful, but when I speak to all my friends and my colleagues about it, they always ask me, what is the point of a spelling bee in today's generation? When, as you said, everyone is on their smartphones and computers, and we have autocorrect and spell check and things like that. What is the need to learn how to spell? And I was always unsure how to tell them, but every time I meet all of you, I'm reminded by the fact that all of us here celebrate the English language and many other languages, and we realize that there is a world for that outside of technology even today. And it's important to remember that and to celebrate words in the pure sense that they were written and meant to be, and that wonderful relationship between the spoken and the written world. And that is what spelling is, the relationship between the spoken and the written word. And that can only take place when we do things like this and when we converse like this, and when we learn the etymology of a word or the pronunciation and these wonderful confounding rules that make the English language. And that can't happen when we're playing Candy Crush. It just can't. So I think that it is wonderful to do that, and I think it's testament to the fact that I'm not the only person who feels that way, because if it wasn't, then we wouldn't be in season 8 of Classmate Spell B, and it wouldn't be on television. And we wouldn't have people like ITC backing it, Radio Mirchi coming up with this initiative, Times of India being involved. So we wouldn't have all these corporates behind us. It's not just about the children and us. We all celebrate the English language for what it is. I also think that what's wonderful about all 16 of you is what is testament again to this Spelling Bee competition, that it reminds us that it's very healthy to learn lessons in life, and it's best if you learn them young. As I said, Anushka's grace under pressure, or Rakshit's nerves of steel, but also dedication, hard work, studying, research, perseverance. I forget whose icon was Kalpana Chawla. Was there someone here? It was Ananya again. There you go. Dedication and hard work, and that's what you said motivated you. And for all of you who came back, some of you come back season after season, like Rishi. He came back, and of course, Anushka came back, Samyukta came back, and that again shows that if you have to try and try again, and sometimes you will succeed, and even if you don't, loss and ups and downs are part of life, and it's a healthy lesson to learn. And all of you dealt so well with being eliminated. I tried a mock Spell Bee at home the week before I hosted this with my friends, and all of them behaved so badly. All of you were brilliant, really. There was so much grace and so much wonderful camaraderie and sportsmanship, and I think that's what this competition teaches all of us as well. And of course, it's about learning new words. Some of you, like I think Tejas had a word as simple as mayonnaise, which was his favorite word. Some people's words were more difficult. I always learn new words with every season, and my vocabulary keeps expanding. And if that makes me a geek, then I'm a geek, and I would like to tell you that the nerd culture is back in, and it's cool, so it's cool to be a geek. Yay! It has been such a pleasure getting to know all 16 of you. I hope that some of you will come back again next season, those of you who can. Those of you who can't, continue dreaming and pursuing those dreams and following your heart and being the best that you can be. I absolutely need to congratulate each and every one of you for making it to this level and for participating in competitions like this and for being wonderful, fabulous people. It's really wonderful to interact with you. It's been a highlight of my year so far. And Whether it's whatever your dreams are. I know that I think Aman wants to meet Coldplay. If you do, say hi to Chris Martin. He's very handsome. I'm sure that's why you don't want to meet him, but it's my dream. Mrinal, I hope you get to make that rock band and start breaking records, not windows. That would be better. Play football outdoors. That's what I would advise. All of you, just follow your dreams. You're already fabulous. Children grow up to be rock star adults and be good to your parents. And always remember, be a celebrity. And thank you.
That was all right. No, sorry. Thank you very much, Soha. It now gives me immense pleasure to invite on to the podium Mr. Mahesh Shetty, COO of Entertainment Network India Limited, to share his views.
Good morning, everybody. I think, are you guys front benchers, back benchers, what? I mean, you guys, hello, children. Good morning. That's better. Okay. Last year I was here and, last year's winner was Malvika, right? Malvika? Yeah, and at that point of time, I had thrown a challenge at the boys. That boys, come on, break the dominance of girls in Spell B, okay? And last year was the 5th straight year. And I'm very happy that the girl dominance continues. So congratulations, Ananya. You've ensured the girl power stays. 10 boys in the finals, okay, out of the 16. And Ananya makes, beats all you guys, hands down. Come on, do something. Okay, what gives me immense pleasure and pride is that this year we have managed to make Spell B far bigger than last year. 300,000 plus students took part. And I think the journey to excellence starts with participation. And just like, Nipin said, you initially take part. And once you take part, you want to do better than what you did. Okay. And I think a big round of applause to all those 300,000 plus students who took part. And I'm sure, in the coming year, they will strive to do better than what they did this year. But to you 16, 16 out of 300,000 is... The other thing that I'm really proud of is that this year we've taken Spell B to more number of cities, small cities. There is Vaidehi from Dibrugarh. Vaidehi, where are you? Vaishnavi, sorry, Vaishnavi from Rajmundry. And there is, we had participation from Dibrugarh. We had participation from Kota. Suddenly the participation from Kota really went up. So I think it was a conscious effort to get Spell B to go wider, and I think in season 9 we'll really take it far wider than all the markets that we went to. I would also like to thank an activity like this is not possible without the backing of this entire thing together.
Here. Please come up on stage as I call out your names. Can we request all three of you to give out the certificates? Akash Om Trivedi. Go on, clap. We can take turns. Aman Ahmed. Anurag Handa, Matthew Peter Tharapel, Mrinal Kuteri, Pratyasha Nath, Samya Varma, Tejas Bansod, Vaishnavi Hemdev, and now we move on to our top four. Anushka Borthakur, Samyukta Srivatsa, Yes. So now, I request all the contestants to come on stage for a group photograph.
Jump off if anything happens. From here. अभी नहीं इधर. Yeah, Bharti is like.
It's soft, so.
We'll have to make it like a group in like lines. कैसे दिखाई देगा? लाइट है. What about me?
A center. So one at a time with Anand. Yeah, you can go first. One at a time. Over here? One second.
सोहा जी, आज का जो सेलिब्रेशन है, ये इतनी बड़ी चीज़ें हो रही है, इनकरेज करने के लिए चिल्ड्रंस को, उस इवेंट के बारे में बताइए।
जैसे आपने कहा आज एक सेलिब्रेशन है क्योंकि क्लासमेट स्पेल बी सीज़न 8 का चैम्पियन आज डिक्लेयर किया गया था. अनन्या बेंगलुरु से, इनफैक्ट फाइनल में तीन बच्चे बेंगलुरु से थे, एक लड़का रक्षित एंड देयर वर 3 गर्ल्स. तो बहुत ही एक्साइटिंग है सारे बच्चों के लिए. एक बहुत ही बड़ा कंपटीशन है जो अभी क्लासमेट 3 साल से या 4 साल से सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. और मैं बहुत ही खुश हूँ कि ये मेरा 4था साल है एज होस्ट. और there were 16 finalists, लेकिन 3 lakh students compete to be in this competition. तो एक बहुत ही बड़ा competition है. More than 950 schools participate करते हैं. और आज एक winner चुना गया, तो सबके लिए बहुत ही बड़ी बात है.
8 successful years of this spell bee. So what's your reaction?
आई थिंक इट्स वंडरफुल. जैसे मैं अपनी स्पीच में कह रही थी कि आज के ज़माने में हम सब ऑटो करेक्ट करते हैं अपने फ़ोन्स पे, वो स्पेल चेक होता है, गूगल होता है, तो स्पेलिंग्स तो हम सब भूल ही गए हैं. और ये एक मौका है मुझे अपनी स्पेलिंग्स याद करने का और प्रोनाउंसिएशन सीधा करने का, जो मुझे अपनी असल ज़िंदगी में मौका नहीं मिलता है. एंड देन बच्चों के साथ इंटरेक्ट करने का. एंड द फैक्ट दैट इट्स इन इट्स 8th year मीन्स दैट, और ये टेलीविज़न पे आता है, मीन्स दैट लॉट ऑफ पीपल सपोर्ट दिस, कि हमें इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज को प्यार से और जिस तरह से वो बनाया गया था उस तरह से हमें याद करना चाहिए. एंड वी शुड सेलिब्रेट द इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज.
सोहा जी, आप जब आप किड थे तो आपके कुछ मेमोरीज को शेयर
What do you mean जब आप किड थे? मैं अभी भी किड हूँ। आपका कहने का मतलब क्या है?
स्कूल्स में थे जब, तो आप कुछ मेमोरी शेयर करना चाहेंगे, जैसे उस टाइम
मैं बहुत अच्छी student
थी, आपको कुछ डांट पड़ते हैं?
नहीं, मुझे
टीचरों
कभी
से?
डांट नहीं पड़ती थी क्योंकि मैं जैसे वो आज वो एक शब्द है ना गीक या नर्ड, मैं वो थी और अभी भी हूँ। इसीलिए मुझे इतना मज़ा आता है जब ये मुझे मौका मिलता है ऐसा शो होस्ट करने का, क्योंकि व्हेन आई टॉक टू माय कॉलीग्स तो वो I think that these children I can say are smarter than a lot of people I work with. So it's great fun for me. और मैं बचपन में भी स्कूल में भी बहुत पढ़ाई करती थी, आज भी मेरे हिस्ट्री नोट्स इस्तेमाल किए जाते हैं स्कूल में. So I think it's great to be a good student, and a lot of them also are wonderful क्योंकि वो म्यूज़िक भी म्यूज़िक में और स्पोर्ट्स में सब चीज़ों में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, तो वेल राउंडेड इंडिविजुअल्स हैं सारे, जो 16 बच्चे थे, तो ऑल ऑफ देम आर रियली फैंटास्टिक चिल्ड्रन.
टेल समथिंग अबाउट अन्य, हु इज द विनर?
अनन्या वो पहली बार इस कंपटीशन में भाग ले रही थी, और बहुत ही कॉन्फिडेंट थी. बहुत ही मुश्किल सवाल थे, बहुत ही मुश्किल वर्ड्स थे स्पेल करने के लिए, एंड शी सेल्ड थ्रू her semi-final to make it to the final, and she was brilliant. In fact, I don't think she only got 1 or 2 words wrong in the final. So a really brilliant performance.
इस चीज़ को एनकरेज करने के लिए टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया जैसे कॉर्पोरेट्स और फिर रेडियो मिर्ची से स्पॉन्सर करते हैं, तो उस पर क्या कहना है?
उसके लिए सर है कहने के लिए वो आपको बताएंगे जो ऐसे इनिशिएटिव्स को बैक करते हैं. मेरा तो वो एक प्यार है जो लैंग्वेज है, एंड दैट इज़ द ओनली मोटिवेशन रियली. आप इनसे पूछिए इनका मोटिवेशन क्या है.
महेश, yours.
नहीं, जब हमने ये शुरू किया था तब हमको नहीं पता था कि इतना बड़ा होगा. हमने तो एक जब 8 साल पहले शुरू किया था तो सोचा था कि चलो कुछ स्कूल्स में कुछ करते हैं. हम ज़्यादातर रेडियो मिर्ची की एक्टिविटीज़ एंटरटेनमेंट के अराउंड रिवॉल्व होता है, तो हमने सोचा था कि स्कूल्स में जाके कुछ ऐसा एजुकेशनल चीज़ भी करें. एंड जब शुरू किया था तब सोचा नहीं था इतना बड़ा होगा. जब शुरू किया था तो सोचा नहीं था कि 3 लाख से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स इसमें पार्ट लेंगे. एंड हर साल जो एंथुजियाज्म स्टूडेंट्स का वो देख के बस इंकरेजमेंट मिलता है कि अगले साल इससे भी बड़ा करें.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
थैंक यू.
सो थोड़ा थोड़ा, हाँ थोड़ा थोड़ा, रुक जा एक सेकंड.